Good evening, everyone. This is Gregor. Welcome to the stream. And today we'll be doing a bit more Shadows Awakening. I was supposed to do this in the afternoon, but I kind of got a bit too much into a game I was playing and forgot. Hey, Jungle Robot. Hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? But yeah, I kind of like finished most of the stuff that I had to do in Berseria. So I ended up starting like the next game I kind of wanted to do on the Steam Deck, which was Final Fantasy III. And yeah, by the time I realized it was already like 5:30 p.m. and I didn't want to just like stream for 2 hours, so ended up, just doing a bit less. Gotta grab a coffee. Hey. I probably shouldn't be having coffee at 9 p.m. But it's been exhausting this last week or so. So yeah, enjoy the coffee, the iced coffee. Decaf, so should be fine.
Me up now.
I mean, yeah, I should probably be having decaf as well, but
Now
we
is as good a time as any to talk.
kind of like
The witch
ran
cannot
out.
hear us. You have discovered something? Yes? Something Kren sent you to uncover?
Indeed we have.
Oh no.
Do not tell me what it is. If we are captured and tortured, my ignorance could save us.
Wait, like captured and tortured? Oh, damn it. Yeah. Gonna show the game too. I mean, I this is like a game I like to play with viewers. It's just like, guess what I'm doing in the game? Yeah, sorry. I'm like amazingly tired today. I have been since like Wednesday, to be honest. Like you can probably go back to my thank you. You can you can probably go back to like my VODs and like see like the steady progression of like me getting more and more tired.
Every plan has its risks.
Yeah. So yeah, my boss is out of town from Thursday next week for like two and a half weeks, and there's basically a whole bunch of stuff that I need to
And if we're fortunate,
like
we
deal
can learn
with
something helpful
and
at
like
the
keep
same
dealing
time.
with. Plus, it's kind of like a busy period, and on like there's like some other like more family related stuff happening the week after that. So yeah, yeah, just a great time to be around. Also, honestly, this elevator thing,
City of nobles.
it reminds me of Dark Souls 2. There's like the bit where you go from
I do not recognize.
God, what's like the poison area called?
The latest fashion. I have no idea where it comes from.
Jesus Christ. Hold on. I need to
So often, and
I
each
need to
time
figure this out. Like there's like a Harvest Valley. Yes. So yeah, like after like Earth and Peak Harvest Valley, after that you go up into like the keep. And this elevator reminds me of that. So we're like so slow. Jesus. And yeah, like I'm kind of upset I haven't done more streams of these, because tomorrow I'm supposed to, well, not tomorrow, on Tuesday I'm supposed to start doing like the Australian games, I guess. Probably gonna start with like Assault Android Cactus, because that seems to be the shortest one of them all. And I really want to finish this. I don't know like what this game does that is so good. Like I can't articulate why I like this game as much as I do, aside from like the whole kind of like neat idea of being able to swap your party members on the fly.
House Zoftic is closed. She only closes the Courtesans Guild when trouble is brewing.
Uh-huh.
This is a bad sign.
hold on, there's like a map as well. But yeah, I really want to finish this, so I don't know how I'll do it. Maybe try and do a stream tomorrow as well, just so that I can just like, you know, get some more runtime out of this. But yeah, I don't think we're anywhere near the point of like finishing this. Like, by virtue of the fact that I know there's like 30 levels in the game or so, like out of like the achievements list, I guess. Just being at 17 puts you in maybe like the halfway point.
It would have been better for you not to attack me.
Although they might have a thing like with the XP kind of like scales a lot more at like the final part of the game. Like, this isn't something that like typically like designers do, but I've seen like a couple of games. I can't really like remember at the moment, but like on the back of my head I know there's like a couple of examples where due to time constraints the scope had to kind of be a bit shortened, I guess. So what they ended up doing is kind of like scaling up the XP gains at the final parts of the game so that you would actually get more powerful faster, so that they could let you do the final content without having, you know, pruning out like all the side quests and stuff that they would typically have had at that point. Dungeon Siege 3, that's like a good example of that. But like the late game areas are kind of what's the word for it? I don't want to use the word rushed, because it did feel a bit rushed, but it's more like pared down is more appropriate, I guess. Like the final parts of the game do feel to be a bit less fleshed out than the early parts of the game. And there's like always like a good way of telling if this is the case is if like the last 5 or 6 hours of the game, of like any game, kind of feel like one revelation after the other with no breathing room in between, because normally what like designers should or would do is kind of like let you have some quiet time in between like major plot twists in order to, you know, kind of let it sink in, I guess is the correct word for it. But you really don't get any of that in Dungeon Siege, for example, because the final part is like, haha, the army's here, haha, the army's like now defeated, haha, now you have to go fight the big bad, and haha, it's like the final big boss fight. And this all happens in the span of like 4 hours over like 4 areas. So like you can tell that there's like something seems to be missing here. There's like a
That's Evandra at the bar.
I thought we were here
there's
to
like
spy on the Pentanera.
an expectation
We should leave.
to have like a little bit less
Your magic cursor.
you know,
We must
excitement
see
all
if
in one
Champion
place.
conceals us.
I don't know, like there's like a definite flow that needs to happen in most games, not just like action games, but like RPGs and adventure games and so on and so forth. Like whether this flow is narrative or gameplay related or mechanics oriented, I guess. There needs to be a flow, and there needs to be like a certain kind of like waveform, I guess is the correct word for it. Like you don't always you don't always want to have the player be like on edge at all times, because then the excitement kind of loses its potency is a nice word for it, but that's not quite it. Efficiency. Yeah, the excitement kind of loses like its efficiency. Efficiency. There we go. I can speak. Like if you get like too much action, too many action like beats one after the other one, like you either need to like constantly up the ante, or it kind of feels like, you know, like it's not as effective anymore, if that makes any sense. So you do need to have like the quiet moments in between to let the player rest, to like process what's been happening, So you can't have like plot twist and then plot twist and then plot twist like one after the other. You need to stretch out the in-between bits so that it becomes more impactful and doesn't lose its potency. Let's go for that. I literally cannot think of any other word at the moment. Why is this guy blocking me? Oh. Yeah, these guys are all like possessed by demons, right? So that's kind of like a neat thing that like you can see the demon
I shall clean up your mess.
that's like possessing these guys. How about like these guys up here? Nope.
What
These
is
are
it,
okay.
Inquisitor?
You are with the House of the Scar?
House Macula, yes. I am an Archon of that bloodline.
Of the scar.
All mages bear the scar, the macula. What makes your house so special?
So wait, why is she being so
All mages of
antagonistic
our
here?
line now serve
This is
for
like
Inquisition.
a reminder from like last stream. We're supposed to be infiltrating this city. We absorbed the soul of this lady at like the end of the last stream, and she's supposed to like be helping us infiltrate the city and find out more about like
Why do you frequent
the enemy
this-
faction.
I am a prime
So
Archon of
why
my
is she so
house,
antagonistic?
and
It's
I
like
must keep my ear to the ground,
what?
as they
Is
say.
she like normally like this? Does like no one like her
Better
in this
place
game,
than
and that's why she
tapping to
joined
listen
us?
for rumors. Besides, the wine is passable most days. Well, out with it.
Bye. Cause like
Baron of Anja?
While I'm in here, call me Tar.
I've never called you by your first name, Baron.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to the demon inside you.
Now share a drink with me or leave. I've no interest in talking about the Order while I'm under this roof.
Cause you like piss him off. Like go see you later, Baron.
Very well. I'll share a drink with you.
There's hope for you yet, Carissa.
Oh no. Is this guy hitting on her? Ooh. Wait, autosave? Oh god. Oh wait, is this gonna be like a side quest that we got drunk like the one
I
in...
think my eyelids are
Yeah.
stuck to my eyeballs.
Yep. Lovely.
Oh, my head. I swear
God.
I never touch
Like,
another drop of
we,
meat.
we- we're doing that side quest from every single RPG ever where you get drunk, you wake up not knowing where you were, and you have to like trace your steps or something, like see what it is that you did while you were drunk.
We came to Kaialisar to make a new start.
Oh, this is gonna be amusing. Or not? We didn't get a quest for it. Armory tombs. Okay. I guess. So wait, where are we? Oh, wait, this is back at the... This is back at the lower part of the city. And back we go. So wait, this is the bit with the belt. We've done this. This is the like the locked house, and I think this is where we were. Okay. Yeah, I was actually too busy talking about like irrelevant like plot constructs. Wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing.
Back for more, Carissa? I'm impressed.
Wait, is there like a point of like if I keep doing
The
this?
spirit. Barkeep, 2 more flagons of mead with burnt water chasers.
Hey, autosave again. Oh wait, this is like. Are you back there? Nope.
Please, let me die again.
I think I licked a lump of coal at one point.
Oh, something about that tavern drives us to behave foolishly.
Like, maybe it's like the massive amounts of drink you've been having, but sure. Okay, so I have to know now. Is there like a thing that you can get by doing this like over and over? Is there like a logical progression? Am I gonna like wake up in like the starting areas at some point and have to make my way back here? Yeah, well, that would be amusing, but also kind of annoying. Like probably. There's no fast travel. What did the game call them? Like cenotaphs or something like that? Well, there isn't one of those here as far as I can see. Yet. Like one more?
Carissa, you survived.
He survived. What?
You
Excuse
found
me?
Arda Barkeep,
No.
rest, Carissa.
Okay. Yeah, it's like the game doesn't let you do that anymore. It's like you're too much of a fucking idiot. So I'm gonna stop you. Like, okay. Oh wait, did you catch that? Oh, that's actually nice. Like when you're in shadow mode, shadow form, shadow something or another, the soundtrack drops in pitch. It's like everything becomes like more like stretched out and kind of like more mournful. Maybe is like the correct word for this. It's nice. I cannot believe that I didn't catch that before. Although I am playing with like all the sounds kind of like lowered a little bit so I can not yell over my voice. Oh, let's see.
House Macula has a neutrality pact with the Inquisition. Do not test it.
Wait, why are these guys interacting to me in shadow form? Shouldn't they be like, oh no, it's a demon without a pact? Kill, kill, kill! Or something like that.
We Archons of House Macula are neutral in the affairs of the Inquisition.
And you're basically like all clones as well. Civil Mage Villa. Okay. Not yet. Like, I don't actually know where I want to go first. Of curiosity, have I played the Stanley Parable? I've played the demo for it, and I kind of wanted to play the full game for it, but it does certain things with its achievements that I am not a very big fan of, so I haven't actually gotten around to it yet. Are you asking because the... what's it called? Like the Ultra Deluxe Edition came out?
I demand an audience with the Prolocutor,
Who is this Prolocutor?
the Regent Protector. He rules on behalf of
You
young
know what I
Kiri
mean.
Malphadon, but he's not yet of
Well,
age.
yeah, there's like a lot of things that
I
the
advise
game
not
does that I
mentioning
don't
that
like
Kiri is
particularly
invading
care
the
for.
fortress for a start. Frankly,
I like
we should
subversive
do as
things,
little
but
as
being
possible to
subversive just for like the sake of being subversive is not amusing. Just gonna talk about that. Gonna use the Steam Deck to get to play the game for the entire duration of a Tuesday achievement. Ooh, nice. I mean, yeah, but also, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't want to like leave my Steam Deck on for like 24 hours just for that. Which is like the case. Like, I wouldn't really want to like have the PC on for 24 hours at a time if I had like without like any, you know, tangible benefit. They bumped the go outside achievement to 10 years? Oh my god, and like the original's 5 years was like bad enough. Yeah, clearly not for me then. I mean, the demo was nice and all, but yeah. I don't think I'm that poignant of a person to actually want to get the like the full release. Just like the sheer annoyance of having to not play the game for 10 years. Like, my dude, have you seen my Steam library? It would like be like more than 10 years. Honestly. Yeah, it's just like I don't like the way those things have been, for lack of better word, integrated into the game. They rode one joke for quite a bit too long. What, you mean like the one with like the baby and the conveyor belt? That one I feel also is a bit too long. Like, I am aware of like a lot of things that the game does. Maybe not like any plot twist that it has, etc., but I am aware of like a lot of like the jokes in the game. Oh, the newly released content. Yeah, like, but like, I mean, is it something like that? Because again, like the baby joke is also a bit too long. Like, I don't actually remember like however like much time you need to sit there, like, you know, doing the thing. And yeah, like I've heard of a lot of these because apparently this game was hot property for its time. People could not get enough of sharing the jokes with everyone. It's like the thing with Portal and the cake being a lie all over again. Get a reassurance bucket. Oh my god. Yeah. No. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. This is probably one of those games that isn't gonna make it into my Steam library anytime soon. Huh. I could swear you could go in there. Okay, there's like a quest to kill this guy, by the way. Yep. And apparently this also gives you a soul.
Ah, Carissa, do come in.
I've come to relieve you of the burden of Prolocutor.
Ah, I see. Well,
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
no
Like I
match
said,
for
it's
you
like
in
not for
battle.
me, probably.
Of course. What has Kiri offered you to end my life?
Uh-huh.
The soul of the Lion of Corwynth.
I have a counteroffer. The soul of the Huntress of the Wastes.
You have the soul of Fallon?
Indeed I do. The Inquisition may have found it necessary to slay her, but you could use her now, I think.
What?
Darius is as strong a warrior as Fallon.
I think it's a better 2013 game than a 2022 game. I mean,
Deploy effectively.
yeah, I get what you mean.
Fallon for your life?
There's like a lot of
I need more.
there's like a lot of games that
Even if
come
you
out
don't
in
kill me
like
today,
the last couple of
Kiri
years
will
that I
send someone
think
else.
would maybe have done a lot
I
better
have no
5 or
intention
10
of
years
attacking
ago.
the heir to House Malfagon.
Of course, of course. Nothing could be further from my mind.
Brr. What?
I have located the seal of the Warlord, and it is here in Kayalasa. With that, Kiri will be forced to recognize my authority, and I will have no reason to harm her. But it would take someone of your caliber to recover it.
Wait. So I get to do a different quest so that I don't kill this guy for the spoiled, annoyed. You know what? She was spoiled and annoying. I'm gonna help this guy, but I'm gonna be the annoying person and ask for more
Very
stuff.
well. The seal of the Warlord for the soul of the Huntress of the Wastes. But saving your life, going against my patron, That will cost you extra.
Uh-huh.
Of course, of course. I'm happy to compensate you for your inconvenience.
I'm happy to compensate you for your
My family line
inconvenience.
descends from
I
the
love
last
this.
warlord. We have long kept secret the
This is
location of
it's
the
got like a one of those like, oh, sorry for bleeding on you
by
vibes.
many warlords. The warlord of Kael'thas, as is well known, betrayed us to the god Empress, who then executed him as a traitor. Since then, the Lord Protector has ruled until the warlord returns. As the other provinces lost their military importance, the Lord Protector soon came to rule
Blah, blah, blah.
not just Kael'thas, but the entirety of Corwynth. What is not known is that the remains of the last warlord of Kael'thas were buried in the Kaelisarian mausoleum.
Kaelisarian Mausoleum. Jesus.
The seal of
That's
the
like a
warlord lies there
mouthful.
still, but no living soul may step into the mausoleum, and only the civil
God.
mage knows how a body may be safely
So,
interred
by the
there.
way, especially Jungle Roba, you'll be happy to know that I no longer have the itch to get either Monster Hunter Rise or Elden Ring.
Enter the mausoleum,
um,
find the unmarked grave, and
I've honestly
uncover
kind
the
of been
seal of the
obsessing over
warlord.
Berseria the last
I am the last
month
descendant of
or
the
so,
warlord of Kael'thas.
and I finally finished most of it yesterday. Still got like a couple of grinds to do, but now I actually got the itch that like there's like a Koei Tecmo sale going on currently, and I am very much tempted to well, get a couple of games off of there. I don't know why I hate my free time so much. There was where was it? Got like a couple of things wishlisted. Yeah, like Atelier Sophie is one. Since I never actually got to like finish the PS4 version that I own. Fatal Frame is one, since I could never actually get it on the Wii U. I was like very surprised that this made it to PC finally after like years. Get Neo 2? God no, I've never finished Neo 1. I got like so annoyed by it. So no. I may get like Ninja Gaiden though. If only for like nostalgia, but like 30 euros for nostalgia is a bit like too high. But yeah, I am kind of thinking like some of the Atelier games, I would really want to like try them on the Steam Deck. Sophie had like a very interesting like alchemy system. So I would love to revisit it. Like if I could afford it, like I might be able to afford it actually. It was like actually my birthday a couple of days ago, so I may just like get like the Mysterious trilogy, because you know I would love to get like a package of these. Hey Gibbon, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? To your favorite series have been going? I mean, yeah, like again, I might just like get Elden Ring at some like later, much later point, but I'm like thoroughly out of the curiosity phase at the moment. Like, yeah, I ignored it for like a week or so, and it kind of like went away. Happy birthday! And I don't really celebrate it, so you know that's why I didn't mention anything either. I hate the whole kind of you know, everyone wishing you. Well, no, not I. I don't like the attention. That's the thing. Oh, sorry, I'm just like browsing Steam now. The party pooper, yes. I don't have. I didn't do a party, so I couldn't like need a party pooper. But Telegames make sure beforehand they work on the Steam Deck. Yeah, that's exactly the thing. Berseria is not supported on the Steam Deck, actually. Hold on. Oh. Holy shit, it's actually very cheap. Jesus Christ. Actually, just like get like some of the DLCs as well. Oh god, let's say the item packs. This might actually help me with like collecting the rest of the things I'm missing. Okay, yeah, I'll need to check this out later, but yeah, the Tales of Berseria is not supported on the Steam Deck, and the reason for that is that the cutscenes do not render at the correct speed. probably some kind of like codec mishmash. But they do not actually... I actually had to skip them and then come watch them on the PC or like on YouTube. But that's a good point. Well, Sophie is playable. I guess you need like a launcher for it, so fair enough. How about like the other ones though? It's like actually a very good point. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Like I realized like where they're coming from. Okay, this one's not tested yet, by the looks of it. And this one. Yeah, also unsupported. Yep. Fair enough. Oh wait, use the side. Oh, it's the Proton side. Okay. Yeah, but there are like there are stuff on the Proton database that don't really like, you know, work as intended, I guess. Rorona works gold. Runs perfectly out of the box. Gold. It's like verified. Well, I guess Ryza makes sense that it's gonna be verified. It's like their latest one. Playable. Verified. Wait, how is Sophie verified, but Sophie DX is not? That's kind of weird.
How should I get into the mausoleum?
Well, anyway, I'll have a look at it later. It's kind of like fun. Like I got into like the mood for a JRPG on the Steam Deck, so actually finished like 90% of what I wanted to do with the game, and the rest of it I kind of have to do on the PC, cause basically what I have left is grind for specific item drops, get a bunch of like the minigame currency, and get a bunch of the regular currency. And in order to do those, for the items I need like 2 screens so that I can have like a list of stuff that I'm still missing to know what to go grind. The currency, I need to mess around with the system clock to make the expeditions go faster so that I get materials to sell. So that's also something that I don't want to mess around with on the Steam Deck. And the minigame currency, I need to have like I need to like use the controller.
What can I do for you?
Sorry, I need to use keyboard and mouse instead of the controller for the minigame, because there's like the way to farm the minigame currency is to do the damage. There's like a combat minigame where you like basically beat up a target dummy, and you need to top or equal your previous high score in order to get the maximum amount of coins from that. So I kind of need more accuracy and, you know, less less button mashing. Hey Mana, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today?
I'm uncertain, but these are desperate times.
But yeah, like for all intents and purposes, I'm kind of done on the Steam Deck for Berseria, so I ended up starting Final Fantasy III instead earlier the afternoon. Like if you go on Discord, there's like the screenshot of me kind of forgetting to stream. Not because it's like the amazing JRPG Final Fantasy III. It's not. It's kind of slow and dodgy in some ways, but
Did you know there are
it is kind of fun to mess around with it, because Final Fantasy III is like the first one that had job classes. Sorry, a job system where you basically change classes at will. And there's like quite like a fun little aspect to trying to, you know, min-max everything, kind of try to get the best combinations, the best kind of, you know, party setups for specific boss fights and so on and so forth. So I kind of forgot that I wanted to stream at like 3 p.m. and ended up only realizing that at like 5-ish p.m. Let me check when I posted the screenshot. It's like 5 minutes to 5 basically. Where was it? So where do we need to go now? Crucible of Souls. Did I get the 4 fragments of the sun? No, I haven't gotten the 4th one yet. No, never mind. So I was like, no, dude. But yeah, like I forgot, to be honest, and that's kind of shameful. But eh. Short stuff. The armory tombs. I think I'm gonna do this one first. So I think we need to go over here. And some Project Zomboid. Yeah. I also saw you got Dune on Steam. How is that? Like the new Dune? Kind of like depends, I guess. Like what is it called? Like something with a spice. Spice Wars. Yes, it's like this one. It's pretty good. Yeah, I've actually heard like a few people talking about this. I've never actually been much into like the whole Dune franchise, I guess. Yeah. But, you know, as soon as I'm done with like the 10 other strategy games that I kind of need to get through, I might like go back and have a look. I've actually been trying to get back into God, what was it called? Endless Space. Yes, I've actually been trying to get back into Endless Space. I cannot for the life of me understand how that game works. Even after sitting through all the tutorial walls of text, even after trying like for like 10, 11 hours, like how much game time do I have on Endless Space? I think I've got like where was it? I think I've got like 10 hours on it. 13.4 hours on this game, and I still haven't won once. Like I don't understand anything about this game. Hey, also Rooks, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? Yes, grind. That's what I've been doing off stream. Wait. What? What do I even need to do here? Oh.
You summoned me. They have many souls, all in one body.
Oh no.
You have not brought a cadaver for interment. Master will be angry. He sees through our eyes. He sees all.
Entreat the gatekeeper for access to the mausoleum.
Who is your master?
No, don't talk about master. Don't ask
No,
questions.
master, no.
We shall not discuss my master. What
Fine.
do you want?
We wish to enter the mausoleum.
Master will not like it.
It's fine, we'll kill the master
What are
too.
your
I mean,
terms for
My master knows what you seek. He is willing to aid you.
but
There is an infestation of revenants in the 8th crypt where the seal lies. Eliminate them, and my master will let you take the seal.
We shall
Okay.
eliminate the revenants as your master asks.
So be it. You won't like it. Nasty, nasty spirits.
is this guy supposed to be like 2 people in one or
Shall take
something?
you to the 8th crypt.
Because like he's got like the whole like Gollum thing where he speaks in like 2 different cadences, I guess. He's like, no, master won't like it, and then it's like, please enter the 8th crypt. Like, excuse me?
I shall eat thy souls.
Om nom.
How very disappointing.
How the hell did this guy not get hit? But yeah, I was like kind of thinking I wanted to try what's it called? Spice Wars at some point. But like sadly the problem is like mostly not enough time, and already got like a lot of like strategy games that I kind of want to get through eventually, even though like admittedly I'm not like the best at strategy games generally. I'm not even like mid tier. I'm like very bad at them. So I probably just want to like at least like finish a few of the ones that I've started before committing to yet another game.
Should have seen that coming.
Something tells me I probably need to bring other puppets into here. Like, I don't seem to be doing that well. But like damage-wise, like I'm surviving, but this is like normal mode, right? So I kind of feel like these should probably be dying a bit faster than they are. Also, there's probably someone that's like resurrecting them at some point. I don't know where though. It's starting to get a bit annoying. Yep, there we go. Like, I don't know if there's like this guy maybe? Probably not. Bye. Kind of getting swarmed here.
Outface me now.
My knowledge of the arcane arts grows.
Yeah, like someone's reviving them. I don't know. Is it this guy? I wonder if it's like the guardians that you need to kill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's like the dumbest ability ever. Like you get damage immunity, but honestly it doesn't like really do much. Especially if you kind of let them, you know, box you in. Although, I mean, if it wasn't for how slow it moved, because like when you're doing like the like when you're in the Iron Maiden, so to speak, it slows you down to like 10% of your movement speed, I guess. If it wasn't for that, it would probably be like a very good soul to have to like navigate through traps and stuff. Like imagine having to do those annoying timing based puzzles where like you need to like dodge and weave through the flames, and you'd be just like, no, I'm just like, oh, activate this ability and just like go through and whatever. No foul, no harm. Just like, how many of them are there? What the? Oh, come on! Who is reviving them? Oh, Rod of House Zoftig. Like, I'm legitimately curious at this point. Who the hell? Like, and where are they? Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now these guys should stay dead. Hopefully.
I grant
Although there's like 4 of them that we need to kill, so maybe not just yet. Like, I don't know, maybe I should look into killing all 4 of them before trying to clear the regular. God damn it. Enemies. Just like, be more annoying. Thank you. Okay, let's try it like this. Just like, should probably try and like find the other 3 as well. There we go. Yeah, they're not particularly hard to kill, so long as they don't have their little like buddies around them. So it was like one in here, one in here. Kind of feels like there should be another one here, but there isn't. Okay. So yeah. Nope. That's not it. There we go. Hi. It's kind of annoying that these guys can only be damaged while in shadow form. Because honestly, the Devourer isn't like the best. At least the way I've been building him isn't like the best at like dealing damage in like a more like sustained way. Like, sure, I have like the ability to.
But we have still not found
Oh my
the
god.
seal.
Okay, time to start clearing the rest of them. Eh. Bye-bye. I like that. I like yeeting them away. I don't know. It's like ever since like the midpoint of the first chapter, I think, is like when you get the this guy. It has never stopped being funny. Just like just throw them all away. Oh no! Wait. Who is reviving them now? Like, I'm pretty sure I killed all of the. Wait, I think I know what was going on. the Revenants were reviving the Guardians, I think, and the Guardians were reviving the little ones. It's like a freaking pyramid scheme or something. Oh. Hey. Exit the mausoleum. I think not. Not yet, at least. Line of sight. This is like one of those things I'm really annoyed by the game for. There's like this thing that keeps happening whenever it is you're trying to attack someone that's like on like a staircase or like on steps. Like what usually ends up happening is that the projectiles don't properly get aimed upwards, and they instead kind of land, or like they kind of like clip into the into like the stairs. So I end up like wasting my cooldowns hitting, well, the ground more or less. And I'm not actually sure if it's like generally a thing with ranged combat in this game, or if it's just this character because like he's shorter than like the average character that I get. Like by far, this guy's like model is the shortest, and it does kind of feel like maybe like whoever worked on like the model and the rigging for it didn't properly account for like the center of mass being lower. So and I'm just like assuming at this point, if the engine calculates trajectories like based on like the center of the model, like the midway point, for this guy's like a lot lower than, for example, for the Devourer or for like any of the humanoid characters. So it's entirely possible that like if they have programmed it this way, this character would have like enormous difficulty in just like getting projectiles up, like, you know, up over obstructions. Which is, I assume, probably like better practice to just like have one damage model, you know, for your calculations in games that are like strictly single player, instead of like making a custom one for every character based on their like on their character model. Like I would think like for a multiplayer game this would mean more to like try and like have each character's like size factor into like how they attack, but probably not for like a single player game, and especially not a single player action game like this one. Like, yeah, see what happened here? Like the arrow got lodged on like halfway up the staircase, and I haven't actually had any other ranger characters yet, so I really don't know if this is just like this guy's problem, or if all rangers have this problem. Come on. You know, that's actually something I just realized. I forgot to check these areas in the Shadow Realm. Rangers are by the nature aggressive to stairs. Hi, G Scorpion. Hi, how are we doing today? How's it going? And also, I think you're thinking of orcs or goblins, or like, you know. It would be amusing though. I will say as much. It would be amusing to like play a D&D session and make like your racial enemy be like stairs. Like, imagine like starting a ranger in like a tabletop like D&D session and going, yes, my racial enemy is architecture. Definitely not lurking for something. I mean, you do you. I mean, I don't mind, to be honest. Like, if you enjoy like having me in the background, like talking about not a lot of anything, then that's like happy fun times for me, I guess. Damn, you guys started Vampire Survivors. Addictive, isn't it? I will not apologize for that. It's a good game. It's a cheap game. It's a good cheap game, and I will not. I will not apologize for this. See, Manaway was playing it. That's like practically like a seal of approval thing. You do like level 2? Played with controller? Yeah. Controller is the way to go in that game. And Jungle Robot. It's like everyone. Yeah, it's like, it's a good game. It's like also very cheap, you know? It's literally like, but like €3 or something. So why not? You like level 2 as well? Yeah, the I don't know why, but like the library level is like by far my favorite one. It's a great time killer. Yeah, I know. That's like the problem though with it. It's the problem with it is that like you sit down and say, okay, I'm just like gonna play like a quick 5-10 minute like session of it, and then like you turn around and it's like 2 hours later and you're like trying to top your high scores. Play on your Steam Deck. I mean, I kind of want. I've already started like JRPGs. Don't get me out of that groove, please. I'm like finally making progress in my backlog again. Well, some kind of progress in my backlog. Kinda. Ooh. Hello. More cooldown, freeze immunity, silence immunity, hit points. No. Never mind. Just like sell all the stuff I'm not using for now. I should probably level up too. Steam Deck? Is it the weird handheld device? Yeah, the official Valve PC, handheld PC. Yes, that's the one. Ooh, almost sold that. Damn. I don't know if there's like a buyback function on this game. Honestly. But yeah, that's like actually where I've been like doing most of my gaming recently. Hey, upgrade. Since I've kind of like, you know, like I'm literally only on my PC when I'm streaming lately, and like maybe like on like a couple of occasions when I watch like other people stream. But yeah, like most of like my like downtime is spent on that. Should get when you're bored in bed. Good idea, but you might have to wait for a while, since it's kind of like been on like low stock ever since like it came out. Like they literally had like a 6-month pre-order period, and they're shipping them in waves depending on how soon you placed the pre-order. So I think the next availability for it now, if you were to order it now, is like October onwards, or like no, September onwards, I think. Hold on. And it is also very expensive. Well, for what it does, is not very expensive, but as like a price thing, it is very expensive. Yeah, October or later, after quarter 3. So, yeah. Bit pricey. And probably not gonna get anytime soon, unfortunately. Wait. Smash hits. Adds 10% chance to stun with every attack. Yes. We like extra stun. Don't like this though. Okay, let me... You get it, you win the Euro Lotto. Yeah, I actually like saved like for like over like 4 or 5 months, but I did the pre-order in July last year when it like the pre-orders opened, or like June, and then I kept like saving like money until like, well, January basically to get it. Honestly, I do enjoy it. Increase cooldown or active hits by another 50%. Ooh, hello. It's actually really nice. But yeah, it's like very handy, honestly. Like it doesn't run everything off of Steam, but the ones that I've tried so far, it's been really good. You know, I've actually also been tempted to start Hollow Knight on it, to be honest, but I don't know. Maybe I should wait until I'm like at least done with like Final Fantasy 3. You should go like full tank on here, I guess. There's like should be like a 90 endurance talent here. Wait, 70. Wait, did I already pick up the 91? No. Blunt Guard? No. Dark Guard, Fire Guard. These are all like resistances, right? So should be... Nope. Gotta play retro games on such a device. Well, actually, fun fact, I did do like a few like emulation programs on it, since like there is like a whole kind of like what's it called, like the EMU deck, I think it's called. Yeah, like you basically can install like a... This is like a third-party kind of package, I guess, that actually puts the games, like the emulated games, in your library as well. And I did try it with Valkyrie Profile, which works, even though it probably still needs a few tweaks to get the graphics looking like sharper and stuff. But then I realized I really want to stream my first playthrough of Valkyrie Profile, so I immediately deleted the ISO for that. And I'm probably gonna try and like find something else to stream to do on there. I've kind of been itching to get what's it called? Terranigma is one, because I've actually like played and finished that ages ago, but I would love to try it. Probably play Tome or Stormshard. Yeah, Vampire Survivors works really well on the Steam Deck, actually. I don't think Tales of Maj'Eyal works that well on it though. Let me check. Wait, where's like the link that Jungle Roba put up? There we go. No. Paste. Why isn't it pasting the... Oh, there we go. That was weird. Nope. It's playable on the Steam Deck, but I assume because it requires like a keyboard for certain parts, it might not be oh, switch to keyboard and mouse. Yes, you probably need to like emulate like the mouse with the trackpads that it has. Because yeah, the Steam Deck actually has like hold on, where was it? The Steam Deck actually has like trackpads on it that like you can use, like, you know, have a mouse cursor, and the screen is touch, so you can probably do it like that. But I don't actually know. Does it also have like I've not played enough of Majreal to remember. Do you also need like the keyboard for, like, you know, activating abilities like shortcuts like O for open and like S for sleep, etc., etc.? Because if there's that, like, you can get like a virtual keyboard, but it doesn't really it's not like very, you know, easy to use. In fact, like anything that requires using the on-screen keyboard is probably more of like a pain than it needs to be so far. Not really. So just like mouse, then I guess you could like use like a touch screen. Like the touch screen like has like a mouse cursor if you wanted to. So yeah, it would probably work. Honestly, I would probably try something like a bit more like roguelite. Actually, I was having like thoughts about trying Enter the Gungeon on it. I've actually installed Dead Cells on it, which works really well on the Steam Deck.
I demand an audience with the Prolocutor.
Blah 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 blah. Stone Shard. I don't own that. I'm sorry. I can only work with like the stuff that I already have, to be honest. But yeah, Dead Cells works great. I'm kind of thinking like Enter the Gungeon also probably works great. Like, what's another like roguelite that I've played recently? God. Oh, there's like the one that I'm gonna do for Australia month. What's like the card game? God damn it, Hand of Fate. That one probably should be like very fun to play on like a mobile, on like a handheld.
What do you want to know?
There's the Gungeon's mobile. Yeah, but it's like roguelite, not roguelike. It's like the less, you know, the
Found it.
roguelike elements, but like a different kind of game.
Here. As we agreed,
Oh, you know, like maybe
I'm grateful for what you've done, but
God, what was it?
we will sing together
Rogue
again
Legacy
sometime
would also
soon.
work great
Know
there.
my blessing and know that you will always have a friend in this house.
Yay, I get a soul of probably a ranger. I hope.
That soul is mine.
Do. Devourer of puppets.
Can you hear me?
Have I arrived in hell?
Ooh.
No. This is Kyalisar.
The city? I would rather be in hell.
There are many who would agree with you.
Like I don't like Carissa's like total change in like mood, I want to say. Okay, this was like the last warrior that we could have gotten. So this is the guy we would have gotten if we had helped what's her name? Kira, I think. Yeah, not available this playthrough anymore. An orphan raised by the brutal Sura clans and empowered by the Moon Chalice rituals, she became known as the Huntress of the Wastes. Her cult of personality brought her to the attention of Dolvar Karin, who was forced to slay her. I am actually very curious to try this character out at some point. Let me just like have a look. I can just like show you Zabol. Wait, I don't have weapons for her? What? Corwin's breastplate. Okay, sure. Fuck it. Let's see like what we would even have to equip here with. Dragonfly amulet. Casting speed though. This is not for this character. Healing power, hit points. I just realized I maybe shouldn't have sold everything. Especially when I knew I was gonna get a new character soon. Hey, let's see. Splitting arrow. Fallon will shoot an arrow with such power that after hitting the first enemy, a cone of penetrating splinters will damage enemies behind him. Ooh. Bear trap. Fallon sets up a giant bear trap which will damage and hold the first enemy caught by it, okay? So it's like a snare. Scream of ferocity. The Huntress of Waste releases a terrifying scream which causes fear in her enemies. I'm not gonna use this one. This is like I've already mentioned this, but like in isometric action games, I never use the fear abilities because they're usually like a great recipe for aggroing other stuff when you're almost done with the fight that you're doing. Found combat, blah blah blah. Attacks your enemy. Spirit Hawk. Okay. Hunter's Net. Fallon. I keep wanting to say Falcon for some reason. I don't know why. Fallon throws a metal sphere in front of her, which, when it explodes, will release a net trapping nearby enemies. The ball will activate automatically after some time or manually by using the skill again. Ballista. Fallon sets up a small ballista which will attack targets in radius around it. Ooh, this is nice. It's actually like passive DPS is the best DPS. Sura Training. Only endless determination and stubbornness will allow Fallon to survive Sura Training. That defends her... Oh god, defends her against fear, stun, and recover her wounds faster. Oh, it's like a defensive cooldown thing. Okay. Wheel of Death. Fallon starts spinning in circles, throwing blades in every direction. Okay, yeah. So we're getting this, and we're getting this. So it's like pew pew. I'm not very bothered by like everything else, to be honest. It's like gonna go to 90 agility. Go a bit up on like willpower for like the extra like skill damage bonus. Yeah, I think the rest goes here. Okay, passives. Dexterity is good. Fleet of Food is good. I don't know about like lightning reflexes, but like critical chance would be a good one. And then maybe... I don't know, slight... Do I want more agility? Or should I maybe just go... Like more passives like this. Should you want to learn lightning reflexes? It's like anything else I should be working towards. Because the unfortunate thing is like for like a lot of these, you need to have the prerequisites as well. So I should probably have a look and see if there's any abilities. Headshot. 140 agility. Chance 10% to triple damage. Ooh. Okay, Quick Hunts requires 110 agility and dexterity. Oh, I have that. That's fine. That's like more like more attack speed stacked on this. Great toughness, impenetrable. No. Yeah, it kind of looks like I just need to get to 110 now to get Quick Hunts, and then 140 for like headshot. That's about it. So it doesn't really matter what I get. Might as well get like the lightning reflexes and... Gee, I don't know. Mysticism? 7% cooldown reduction seems nice. Still don't have any gear for here though, which is unfortunate. Also, why the hell is it that I can like turn into Evia now? It's because these guys now are ally.
I shall take my leave.
Look, like, it doesn't even make sense because it's like Carissa that answers anyway. Regardless of who's out. But yeah, actually, you know what? Mana, can you remind me tomorrow? I could just like try Tales of Maj'Eyal on the Steam Deck and see how it goes.
Do you feel that?
Powerful forces are nearby.
Powerful forces are nearby.
The Pentanera have returned.
Why have you brought me to the city? I detest cities. Too crowded.
Yeah, cause like by the time I'm done today, it's gonna be like midnight, and I'm not gonna even like be remembering this.
I am no spy. I am a huntress.
Let me handle this. There will be time enough for your skills
When?
later.
I don't know, like afternoon. if you remember, just like drop me a line on Steam and I'll try and like install it and see how it goes. Wait. Oh, wait, there's like a House of the Eagle thing we haven't done yet, have we? Chamber of Time and change the past. Siren has asked you to locate the last click summon stuff. Oh, in the House of Eagle. Yeah, okay, that's... Yep. Thank you. Wait, Necromancer stuff? Wait, didn't I get, like, another stuff? Usable by Wood Elemental. Oh, wait, it's like a mace. It's not a staff. A Rod of House Zoftig. It's like a really good mace, actually. Hammer of the Tribes. Also pretty decent. Phoenix Mace. Usable by Carissa. Wait, is the mace... Oh. Slightly more survival, but... might as well just like add essence to this one. Let's see. Chance to slay enemies, critical damage. Actually, you know, attack speed would be great. Yep. Wooden shield for ice resist, pierce resist, block chance. Block chance is nice. Like maybe like return damage. That's nice. I should like enchant more stuff, but I'm just like not bothering, and I couldn't even like tell you why it is that I'm not really bothering with it. It's probably like this sense that, you know, I'm gonna be replacing most of it anyway, so there's like no actual point in trying to, you know, max out individual pieces of gear when like half an hour later I'm gonna get something better anyway. I do think though that if I were to play this on a higher difficulty, it would more or less be mandatory to do what I...
Locked.
Wait, talk to Cyrene in Fallen Eagle Fortress? Oh no, am I gonna have to like walk all the way back to there? That sucks. Yeah, well. But yeah, I do kind of assume that this is the exact kind of system that you would need to, for lack of better word, game with when you're playing on higher difficulties, because like probably the 2 or 4 or 6% extra chance to slay enemies, or the return damage, or the chance to like lifesteal, like probably all of that is much more useful on like higher difficulties, and probably like not just useful, like necessary. Okay, Fallen Eagle Fortress. Wait, Fallen Eagle Fortress is also the place. Oh wait, this is where the like Kira is, right? She gonna get like pissed off that we didn't kill the other guy. Oh boy.
Open up in the name of the Inquisition.
Yeah, she's gonna be annoyed. Although I don't know, do we even like get the chance to talk to her? Like so far the game's been kind of decent about, you know, the whole kind of choices have consequences kind of thing, even though it's not always great at telegraphing said choices.
You're a guest at Fallen Eagle Fort.
This once belonged to House of the Eagle, you know. hence the
Yes, it did.
I would not let anything happen to my niece. Lady Carissa, what a pleasure to see you again.
Okay.
I am no lady, Cyrene. House Cantrek fell centuries ago.
How remiss of me to forget. Does the Inquisition have something to discuss?
Oh, this is like
with
we're
my
being
house?
snobbed.
What is it, hmm?
Why move to Fallen Eagle Fortress?
I have my reasons.
Okay, thanks. That was
Ask your
useful.
questions, child.
Tiberius sent a Greyclaw shaman against the fortress.
Typical. Fraternizing with the lesser races.
Does the fortress have magical defenses?
Oh my god, this is gonna be one of
I'm
those quests.
uncertain. What do you want?
Where is Madame Zoftig?
I am not her keeper, Carissa. What is it, hmm?
I hear you're having problems with your mining operations.
Blah 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 blah.
My husband acquired a great many of the mines in Sundered Shield, but yes.
Yes,
there is
yes,
a problem with the
yes.
slave. I should never have hired those Temurians. I find these audiences tiring.
Whatever.
What can you tell me?
It is the last remaining artifact of the Grey Claw shape. The staff is said to be imparted with the summer. A rumor recently surfaced. Now those bone-idle mutts refuse to run the mine and ask your questions, child.
I will seek the...
Indeed, you could do worse than to ask House Macula about the stuff. Archon Meddler can often be found in that district. I find these audiences...
You see...
Do not take that judgmental tone. What is it, hmm?
Do you know...
Hardly my con...
Where is your...
He's dead. What do you want?
You could ask my husband. Where is he? He's dead. It's like,
Tiberius has the seal of the
What?
Warlord now.
excuse me?
So I hear. I will give him this. I find these...
I shall take...
Bye bye. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Ask House Macula about the Greyclaw stuff. Okay. Okay, I do have to know though. Does the game acknowledge that we helped Tiberius instead of what's her name? Kira? Like she should be. Oh, there we go. Kiri.
You dare come to see me after what you've done.
My ally is the Warlord of Kyalisar, so I would be careful what trips off your treacherous tongue, Kiri.
This isn't over.
Checkmate.
It's Kyalisarian politics. It's never over.
I know your secret.
Dear sweet Kiri, don't you see? You need me as an ally now more than ever. I shall take my leave.
So okay, I'm kind of curious here. Like curious, like I don't know, like there was this line of dialogue when we were doing the volcano area that kind of acknowledges the God, what's it called? It kind of like acknowledged that we did the side quest and killed the shaman guy, I guess, in chapter 3. So like once you finish all the trials, there's like this whole kind of like dialogue about how the council is about to convene or whatever, and you kind of go, whoops, I kind of killed some of the council. I wonder if this choice is gonna get mentioned later on in the game, because it does seem like the game might, you know, do that. Which honestly is actually great. Like I would not have thought in like 1,000 years to mix the kind of like Baldur's Gate party system, like story heavy, what would you call it, like, you know, more traditional CRPG stuff with like a more action-oriented Diablo-like game. 1,000 years is a long time. Yeah, but like in my mind, I've like grown up on playing Baldur's Gate and Diablo and, you know, all of those games, and in my mind, they've always been entirely separate things. Like, part of it might be that, you know, that kind of like elitism that a lot of people my age kind of like subconsciously, you know, develop. Like, you know, oh, it's an action RPG. Ooh, like, go play some Baldur's Gate if you want to play a real RPG. Or something like that. Like, But yeah, it's also kind of like I can't like in my mind. I couldn't in my mind reconcile like the, you know, more story heavy traditional CRPG structure with the action oriented kind of like hack and slash looter mentality, you know. No RPGs in this stream. No. I'm sorry. Like we did play like SMT5, didn't we? You're guilty of this. Yeah, I know. I'm like I at some time I was guilty of that mindset as well. Although I will say that I would always like try to just like go like, you know, people like what they like. Let them like that in peace. I don't like, so long as no one is coming in my stream and telling me, or like in my free time and telling me what I have to play, I'm not gonna do that to someone else either. But yeah, like you grow up and it's kind of like these two like very distinct, separate things in your mind. So it's kind of hard to even imagine doing both at the same time. And this is what this game is. And I think like a lot of why I enjoy this game as much as I do is that it to like a big degree pulls it off with like flawlessly. I mean, yeah, like I also grew up with Baldur's Gate. Fun fact, like I actually learned to speak English in certain aspects thanks to Baldur's Gate, Planescape Torment, later on like Icewind Dale, all of those. Because, you know, you basically bought a game that was also like a novel's worth of text to kind of like go through. And, you know, you just like, you grow up, you don't have like a lot of exposure into like English and like what it means to be English, to speak English. And then you get like a game that not only speaks it, kind of like writes it as well, and also kind of associates images with it. So like I'm from Cyprus, right? So like I don't, English is not my main language, even though people in here generally like are above average in speaking English. But you know, like 11, 12-year-old me, I don't like. When did Baldur's Gate come out? Like 98, I think. Hold on. I think it came out in 98 or something. Yeah, December 21st, 98. So basically in 98 I was like 12 years old. Yeah. So like at 12 years old, I don't have like any concept of what a knight is, what a castle is, what like, you know, a mage is. Or like what like a sword, or like what like honor and glory and stuff like that. Because like, you know, I don't speak English, and then you get like this game that like not only kind of like tells you about all those things, but also shows you like an idealized version of what those are. So in some aspects, it isn't just like giving you the knowledge, it's actually like incentivizing you on how to kind of like internalize it, and it's also like visually displaying what it is that it's showing. And yeah, like I did also get like lessons in English, because like the curriculum here has a lot of like English kind of like peppered into it. Your neighbor has a mom that's South African. She would talk to your mom in Danish and she would respond in English. Yeah, fair enough. What do I think of Titan's Quest? I honestly, I've only ever played a very little bit of it. No, it's based on Greek mythology, not Cypriot. It's not exactly the same thing. It's like very close. But yeah, I generally didn't like it. Although I don't remember at the time why that was the case, to be honest. I did play a lot of Diablo 2, but then I did try Titan's Quest when I was in college, and I couldn't stick with it past like the second area. I mean, I think I do have it on Steam, and at some point I am planning on, you know, replaying it, like the anniversary edition as well. But well, I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
What can you tell me about the last Greyclaw Shaman staff?
I haven't the faintest idea to what you refer.
The staff imbued with the arcane knowledge of the last Greyclaw Shaman. The Blood Pact are seeking its rescue.
Yeah, on like the on the question of like the mythology.
Interesting.
I thought House Macula
Temurian
Blah, blah,
magic
blah,
is-
blah, blah.
Regardless, I cannot help you with this. Now, if
Yeah, he knows.
Not often I get a rise from their Archon.
They're gonna be like, we're gonna have to fight this guy later on in the quest, probably. But yeah, if it's like a more generalized, like, what do you think of like Greek mythology used in games? Some games get it better than other ones. It's always a bit weird seeing like a mythology that you're like very well acquainted with being interpreted in like different ways. And like it's fun. It's fun mostly. Like you I can actually like catch references to stuff because they're like basing it on Greek mythology. But on the other hand, it's also sometimes very annoying that they get like misused or like misappropriated or like misattributed. Hellblade saying your sacrifice was well made.
you want?
We should leave the talking to Tsar.
Oh boy, I
Maybe
need to go
cooperative with someone of their kind.
change. This is like the other thing I don't particularly like about the game. It's that it's very stiff with like trying to do this idea of having to use specific puppets for specific encounters. Because there are areas where you are asked to have a specific puppet to enter, and in those cases, it will automatically put it in the party for you. So I don't get why when it is dialogue we couldn't just channel that soul. Like story-wise, they're all kind of like part of the Devourer, right? So why is it that I have to walk all the way back to the sanctuary to like swap them out? I think I'll go for armor piercing, to be honest. It's actually a good question. Yeah, I mean, it's like the kind of, you know, this is like the kind of stuff that like I assume wasn't like really picked up like during Q&A because, you know, people have been playing this game since like forever, and you know, like when you tend to focus on either the mechanics or the story, you like, as far as I've seen from like all the games that I've played, usually studios don't really tend to focus on like both at the same time. Maybe he can only physically project them when in use. I mean, yeah, but this hasn't really been the case everywhere. Like, again, like when you have to have a puppet to enter an area, the game will bring up a pop-up and you can press yes to automatically equip that puppet like right there and then without having to go back to Sanctuary. So I don't get why in like these cases here you have to go back, equip it, and then, you know, backtrack.
Temurians are brothers.
Blah, blah.
Have the snout and withers of a blood-packed wolf.
No, I have long since severed.
Blah, 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 severed.
Severed?
I have long since severed my ties to the Blood Pact. I, Tsar the Berserker, fight for justice now, and in the name of that cause, I would help you and your tribe recover the staff of your lost shaman.
I am Tenok Plashfire of the... What do you want?
Can you...
The last shape. There is a stone in the Temurian wild. The Riddle Stone stands in front of a great tree.
Oh
What do you
no.
want? How could
I know where we
guarding
need
the
to
star,
go.
but now the Blood Pact. Take this great claw. Please, I beg you, make haste. What do you want?
There was like this. There's like this like one statue. God, in like 3 areas ago.
Pathetic! sacrifice myself.
Also, like, whoever voiced this guy and goes like, "Ah, pathetic!" It's like so amusing. It's like even more amusing when like it kind of like pops up like where you least expect it. Because like every other dialogue with the Devour goes like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr," and he's like, "Brr, pathetic!" Ah. It's kind of like Skeletor. Oh yeah, it's like all the way here. Lovely. Well, time to backtrack. So I actually think that she's like my fastest character so far. Go like this. But yeah, that's like I was talking. I guess it's like one of those cases where like people who were working on the gameplay and people who were working on the story didn't particularly care about like the other like side of it. Like I remember reading an article a few years ago where there's like even to that day, a lot of like game writers in game dev aren't really coming from like a game development background, but more of like a more classical literary background. Like what's over here? Yay! I guess we're like doing a dungeon now. Yay. So like a lot of them don't really haven't really engaged with like the nuances of what it means to write specifically for games. So you would get people that don't really understand like, you know, how pacing affects the story, or what's like another good example for this. But anyway, like you get like writers that are like more classically trained, or like they're like more accustomed into like writing for like books or plays or story or like movies, or you know other mediums where the pacing is more rigid. Because like one of the things that makes game writing, like writing like story writing for games, so like different is that in books, in movies, in TV shows, in like all of that, you don't have like the audience, the person that experiences the story, be in this much control of the pacing and you know the narrative choices. Games are interactive, yes, that's the thing. Like a book, no matter how fast or how slow you read it, the pacing is always the same. It's just like the delivery speeds up or slows down. Like a movie, you can have play at like 6 times the speed or like half speed, and it would still have the same story beats and at the same momentum and in the same order. It's just like the delivery that gets what's it called? Delayed or like sped up. In games, because of like the very nature of the thing, you get like control of over the like the participants. So you actually have a lot more say in how the flow of the story works. Maybe not the contents, but the flow. So, like for example, when you've played something like Skyrim, right? You like people have made the joke, like who cares about the main story in Skyrim? That's like, kind of like a good example of this. Like, you give the player like a huge world, like a huge backstory, like a bunch of like fleshed out locations that are like, you know, irrelevant to the main plot. Like you give them the kind of information that in a book, like for example in Lord of the Rings, if Lord of the Rings was like Skyrim, like all the appendices that are in the Lord of the Rings trilogy would be like locations and side quests and, you know, books that you could find in the game. But like you don't actually need to read them to appreciate the main story, right? And that's like the same thing with like games, especially like I use Skyrim because it's kind of like a more open world thing, and it's kind of like a meme at this point that, you know, you get distracted by the side quest over and over and over. But it's kind of like the same thing. Like what's the pacing of the 10 to 15 hour long Skyrim main quest about saving the world, when at every point in the game you can just like press pause on the main story and go fuck around in like tombs and dungeons and, you know, getting like the sweet roll from the guard and giving it to the little girl. and having like all these mini narratives unfolding at the same time, which is again something that the game industry still hasn't done quite as well as it should, because a lot of the, especially like the AAA studios, prefer to try and make their games into like interactive movies instead of embracing the interactivity and making the narrative more freeform. And the article I was reading said like the exact same thing, that like, you know, people are not being trained to be game writers. They're trained to be authors and like script writers and all of like the other more static media that require writing.
Yeah, this must be the stone that
Completely
Tenok
agree.
spoke
Thank you.
of.
See?
My face is pale as death.
Oh no.
The ever what I changed, but I'm never hard to find.
Jesus Christ, what was it? I wasn't paying attention there. Moon? Oh. Gonna die?
Lost Greyclaw
Oh.
Shaman's staff.
Wait, it was Moon?
So, you found it. A staff with the knowledge of a Temurian shaman.
See, I told you we were gonna fight these
Perhaps
guys.
long wished to learn these secrets. Give it to me, and I will ensure you are suitably compensated.
No, this belongs in a museum. I mean...
Staff belongs to the Greyclaw tribe by right of blood.
Uh-oh.
Then we shall spill your blood to acquire it.
Oh no. Of course. Kind of sucks that I didn't bring the what's her name? The ranger. Fallon? What was it?
You shall fall. That is a relief.
Okay, one down. I guess we need to like focus on one at a time. Like the little ones. I keep getting the feeling that like if we try to kill the big one first, he's gonna like, you know, kill the other ones to like revive. Oh my god, I'm like being body blocked by the summons. Really? Yeah, I know. Like games can be so much more. That's like the like the start and end of it. It's like stories in games are like needlessly being like hamstrung by like the perception that they should be like more like movies.
Shall become naught but
Ah. I feel like someone's like healing them. Like maybe it is like this guy that I need to kill first.
I will taste your blood.
Probably.
I am restored.
Thou hast disappointed me.
Oh no. Who? Why are they being healed? I don't get it. Oh wait, I get it. Silence, healing. Okay, this guy's like healing the other ones. Yeah, it's that guy. I finally like get it now. Oh my god, like the controls though. Why? This is so annoying. Okay, goes the second one. Because now I just like need to kill like the silence one. Now we should be better. Yeah, just like very belatedly figured it out. It's like at least like a good thing that I have, like, you know, passive regeneration. I think I also have like life drain. Although this guy seems to be immune to that. Yay. He also has life drain. Lovely. Or like life regen, I guess. And just like sit here and do this. Come on, a bit more. Oh god, the life regeneration, why?
I thought the Archons of House Macula were the best warrior mages in the heretic kingdoms. It seems I was misinformed.
Come.
Yeah, they suck.
I'm eager to return this to my Greyclaw brothers.
It's actually really nice. Ooh, actually even looks really nice. Lovely. Do I really not have any upgrades for this guy so far? Okay. Can we just like sit here and heal for a while? Yeah, this is also another thing that I wish they had done. Like the moment you hit the sanctuary, you get like immediately healed. Or at least you don't have to wait for like, you know, however many seconds of this is that you need. Also, yeah, actually, like, Evia is probably like the fastest character out of the ones that I have so far. It's almost 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's actually like almost like 11 here, sadly. Which kind of sucks. I don't think I'm finishing this today. Off to bed. Thank you for dropping by, Mana. Have a lovely rest of the evening. I'm kind of like toying with the idea of playing this tomorrow as well on stream. Even though I did kind of like try to not stream on Mondays, so I can like try and like do other things. So I've actually been tempted to stream a lot more, but you know that's kind of like not very healthy on like the whole kind of like, you know, IRL balance, I guess. So it's nice to like, you know, get like some days off that I can just like mess around with other things without, you know, worrying about, you know, hitting the go live button at 9 p.m. But yeah, like again, I have to say I did not expect to like this as much as I do. And I also didn't expect this to be like quite as long a game as it is. Like I've done like almost 20 hours of it so far.
What is it, Wolf? Can this be? You're certain this is the staff, aren't you?
Of course I am. Why would you question that?
Forgive me. I meant no disrespect. The Grey Clawed tribe is...
Wait, did we not get the correct stuff? Was that the... I'm actually kind of worried now. Did we not get the correct stuff? Like the guy goes, oh, I was expecting something or another. Find a tomb where to use the bone key. Okay, but where do we go for that? Can I just like go to the world map? No. Well, yeah, there's like probably like in an area that I haven't found yet. I'm kind of like wondering if the Kogok Ak thing, Broken Spear Pass. Wait, Broken Spear Pass. Is this where the tomb is, or is this where the 4th Sunstone fragment is? Because there's like one more stone. No, this is like where the tomb is. Never mind. So there's like this one tomb area that I haven't been able to like complete because I'm missing like one of the like keys for it, I guess. One of like the stone fragments, and I still haven't found it, which is annoying. Seek the Chamber of Time. Is that actually somewhere I can go? No. Okay, fine. Crucible of Souls is like the main story quest, I guess. So I guess we're like stuck doing this now. But yeah, so like there's like this one dungeon I've been visiting for like 3 or 4 different like times. So the dungeon is kind of split into 4 parts, and you get a Sunstone fragment. You need a Sunstone fragment in order to unlock each part. So like you progressively need more. For like the first part you need 1, for the second part you need 2 Sunstone fragments, the third part you need like 3, and I'm kind of like stuck there because I've only found 3 of them, and the last door requires 4 to go fight presumably the boss. So I'm kind of like stuck with no idea where the final like fragment is. Although I do hope that I get it before the end of the game, because I'm like, it's like such a big and kind of like long and involved dungeon that I am like extremely curious to see if the final encounter kind of like pays off. Especially since like a lot of the the puzzles and the traps that you need to do are like very damaging, and I did die like a couple of times trying to do that. There's like especially a bunch of areas where you take constant elemental damage, like while just like being in there. So yeah, I'm not actually sure if like the end result is gonna be worth it, but I do hope that it is.
Run along. I have more pressing matters to attend to.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I guess we can just like walk on the water. I don't know why I bothered with the like the bridge. If the water is apparently like shallow enough that you can... Ooh, hello. Howl's Hood. Excuse me? Oh. Evasion, regeneration, agility, willpower. I mean, actually... Actually feels a lot better. Can then give this to Evia, I guess. go like this. Yeah, cool. A random legendary item in a pot. Puzzled about where to go? Talking to people may help to point you in the right direction. Sure. Talk to either Valkarin or Evanger. I don't know. Does it like change what happens depending on who you talk? Can't I just like explore before I do anything else?
Locked.
To prison. Oh no. There's like random skill points as well.
Thou shalt know despair.
I'm just like getting all these books that I'm not reading. I kind of feel bad. Like, most likely,
Already dead.
at some point after I'm done with like the streams, I'm just gonna like sit down, and you know, like around the game, go into the glossary and just like read all of these off stream. Because yeah, the game does have like a quite a lot of interesting lore. I will give it
I
that.
shall not fail.
However, I'm not like 100% sold on like how well it integrates with the game. Like it's nice and all that you can have, you know, all this backstory, all this kind of like world building and stuff, but I don't know. I've never quite felt the need to just like slow down and start reading things.
Lord
It doesn't like
Valkyrin,
help me with like
I trust
enjoying
you
the
are
game
well.
more.
I'm as well as can be expected.
Where's your mother? This guy's like 2,000 years old. Why am I asking for his mother?
Any luck locating Krenz?
I lost him at the foot of Jagged Peaks and have not regained his trail. If Avenger had done his job, we could have our renegade High Sage in custody now.
Oh no.
It is time. Let the Pentanera renew their vows and bear witness. This
Avoid raising the
convocation of
suspicions? Wait,
Pentanera
what?
Of the Order of the Veil is convened. Since we still lack a High Sage, I will act as proxy for this role again.
Again?
I shall summon the
You can
prisoner
actually hear like the
from his
contempt in
place
your
shadow.
voice.
I am the Eye. I shall seek the path.
I am the fire. I shall purge idolatry.
You.
I am the blade. I shall rend our foes asunder.
By our powers combined.
I shall bear witness.
Captain Planet.
I am the heart. I shall welcome our allies.
Wait, how are we avoiding
Continues
suspicion?
to weaken. I do not know how much longer we can continue to
Of like
channel
literally
essence from
like
here.
showing like that demon
The
form.
situation is even worse in Thul.
We will have to attend to this problem before too long.
For now, let us proceed with the formal business. I will take reports on behalf of the High Sage.
Lord Valkyrin failed to apprehend Krenz after we intercepted him and his vassal at the foot of Jagged Peaks.
Oh no.
An Avenger was outwitted by the demon that Krenz is summoned.
The demon is unimportant. Only Krenz matters.
I disagree. This demon is not like those we now inhabit.
So yeah, by the way,
Indeed.
like this guy here
Also.
was the one where we
When
had
our
to do like
souls were bound to
the
these
bridge puzzle.
demons, we became their pacts. We have their instincts, but they have our memories and our restrictions. Baron Avanger's demon, for instance, is blind in shadow because he is a sightless mage.
I am still more than capable of fulfilling my role.
Ooh.
For this new demon, I do not know what Krenz has done, but it seems to have the ability to embody many souls.
And gain the powers of each.
Yes.
Such is
I'm like
my understanding.
literally like Demon Captain Planet.
Krenz's vassal is not important. I vouch to slay it personally.
Under the circumstances, a capture may be more prudent.
If only you knew.
How have you fared?
If only you knew.
I have fought this demon of Krenz's. It does not seem to be a threat.
Where did this encounter occur?
In Thole, not long after our ritual there.
I suspect it may have gained in strength since then.
Yeah, leveled
Krenz
up.
is at large. He remains a serious threat to the Order. He could be our undoing.
I will end that traitor's life personally.
You would have to be capable of catching him first.
Ooh, that's like a sick
I will
bird.
not bear such calumny from you, Valkyrin.
Order! Order!
Forgive me, High Magus. I meant no disrespect.
What plans are afoot for apprehending Krenz?
I shall continue to study his library in the hope that I might find something useful.
While I conduct the painstaking work of searching alone.
Wait, what are we gonna do?
Avenues of inquiry are worth pursuing.
What other risks do we face?
I have taken steps to eliminate our last remaining threat, the so-called Market of Knowledge.
Ooh,
The
that sounds
Ishkai
fun.
rebels of the Confederacy have acquired a substantial collection of scrolls, tomes, and transcripts from both the Oracle and the oral traditions.
Indeed. And the collection at Ishana Kurai may rival even Krenz's library for its
It's encyclopedic erudition. Oh my god, that's like a
There is a chance.
that's like a very big stretch for like saying knowledge.
They know something that could threaten us. Fortunately, the Ishkai will soon cease to be a concern. Is it arranged, Evanger?
It is, High Magus. The Razor Feather Sora have accepted our payment and are already mobilizing for war.
You plan to send Sura mercenaries to sack Ishana Kurai?
I intend to annihilate the Ishkai.
Like literally us being like, "Ooh, I just remembered my faucet is on. Wait, be right back."
Are pleased to perform for us. Is there any other business?
What do we need to ask?
The werewolf anarchist coup has failed.
Why should we care about Temurian power struggles?
Do not waste our time, Carissa. Do we have any other business?
What of the Red Smoke Sura?
What
were those?
interest do you have in the Sora clans, Carissa?
Ashmas incarcerat.
Oh,
You are not Carissa. Or at
whoops.
least you are not solely Carissa.
Wait, could I have like asked something else?
We will have need of your talents.
Quest
this
failed.
intruder.
God, come on. Like, is there like a way that you get through the conversation without like fucking up?
How many souls does it?
Hard to say.
How has
That is what I hope to. It's awake. Do you wish to question the demon first?
it is a
Your old Temurian and
manifest Evia.
Can I just like
Mara, it is you. Release. I'm afraid that cannot be. Your soul belongs to this demon. Carissa was able indeed. And how exactly did she achieve that feat? I will sink your claw. I am beyond them. I will.
she speaks.
Your mother a shame.
Ah.
You might my
My skills have only sharpened.
I will.
Death.
Sir,
Come on, I just like want to reload and try the conversation again.
failure, Carissa? This immortal.
I will never.
This is pointless, Mother.
What's your tongue, Surge? Is there anyone?
Enough. Whatever.
No, indeed. This one is a. Manifest some.
Perhaps if I could
You disappoint. Very well. Tear the soul.
as you.
Come on. Just like let me try the conversation again. It won't let me load, it won't let me save. Jesus. Okay, I think it's like this one over here. Just like gonna skip through all the conversation until I get the choice parts. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to like go get all the whatchamacallit, I'm gonna have to like go get like all the books again. Ah, that sucks. Okay, I've gotten like this side. Boo. Should have saved just before talking to this guy. I mean, yeah, like at this point, it's more like curiosity whether you can like get through the entire thing without making them suspicious. So yeah, like bear with me a little bit. I'm just like, you know, naturally curious about it.
Well, as can
Any luck?
I lost it then.
Okay, now I can just like fast forward.
It is time. Let it.
Just like keep holding the one key until we get to like the multiple choice part.
The veil continues to and when we have this
And Carissa, how have you fared?
you would.
What?
I shall.
Both avenues of inquiry are worth pursuing. What? How did? What do you know?
She was on the Reliquary Crusade with.
I do not. Any other business?
Why should we?
Ashmas and Carcerat.
Hmm.
You are not, sir.
Okay, I guess. Just like chose like different stuff this time and still like failed after the second one. So I kind of assume that like no matter what you ask of them, you like get like caught.
It is irrelevant to me. Who else is there?
Your old ally, Princess Evia, a Temurian berserker and some other creatures, and Carissa.
Manifest Evia. I will speak to her first.
Also, it kind of like tells you to like survive this, but it's like literally just like telling it, I'm not telling you anything.
I'm
Bleh.
afraid that cannot be. Your soul belongs to this demon.
I will tell you nothing.
Sink your claws in deeper, Surge. Motivate her towards the truth.
Also, it's like it feels very weird to me that this guy looks like a grandpa and he's like her son, and that his like name is Surge.
I will tell you nothing.
She speaks the truth.
Your mother trained you too well, Evia. A shame. I would have enjoyed reminiscing with you. Manifest Carissa. Perhaps she will prove more helpful.
Ooh.
You might as well finish me now. I will not
help you. My son is quite an expert at
Yeah,
extracting
like-
information.
It feels so weird that like she's the mother and he's the son.
Torture others.
My skills have only sharpened since I was your master.
You were never my master.
My master, Valkyrin.
Screw you. Am I dead?
Lost your touch, Valkyrin.
Sink your claws deeper, Serge. Break her spirit.
Do not make this more unpleasant than it need be, Carissa.
Left a bit that tickles. I guess like if we keep pushing here, there's probably gonna be like
I
a
will
like we
never
die.
help you. Kill me now and get it over with.
Death is not our fate, Carissa.
Serge, you disappoint me yet again.
Do not blame your son for your failure.
Carissa, I have succeeded far more than the Order ever thought possible. This immortality is my victory. And you can still share that with us.
No.
I will never help you again.
This is pointless, Mother. She will tell us nothing.
Watch your tongue, Serge. Remember who you are speaking to. Is there anyone else in there who might crack?
In there.
Enough. Whatever Krenz has done to this demon, it is not like the rest.
No, indeed. This one is a whore, sharing its body with every soul it tastes.
I shall bring thy death. All of their same sons.
Manifest someone else.
Perhaps if I could study Krenz's library, Mother, I might have more success.
You disappoint me, Serge. You are
You
never
didn't do your homework. Go back to your room, young man.
tear the souls from this abomination.
As you
So I guess this is the bit where we have to do it as like the Devourer and escape or something. It's gonna be like the MGS part of the game. Find a way to escape the cell.
It shall not yield.
Yeah. Oh wait. No.
Should not be in shadow, rat.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think I know what I need to do. Like a freaking stealth section.
It's Krenz, send thou, little one. Soul is mine.
I've had like warrior princesses. I've had like berserker werewolves.
Carissa's plan failed, yet
Uh.
someone aids our escape.
And now I'm a rat. Wait, where's my talents? Boo! I mean, at least she gets your talents, but I don't think I have any abilities or anything to equip. It's like kind of amusing though.
Seal tight.
Hmm. Oh, guess we can like exit through here. Yep. Yeah, like once again, isometric doesn't really work here. This is annoying. Also, it's kind of like curious. Like, what if I hadn't done the? Oh, you know what? Actually, never mind. Getting Fallon or like the other warrior guy is kind of like mandatory, I guess. since I think you need to do that quest before triggering what's their name, like Avenger and Valkyrin to like appear. Hey, look at that, MGS but rat. Ratty Gear Solid.
My bow.
Yes, all 3 items that I had equipped on you. Yep. Yep. 1, 2, 3 items. See, now I'm like really kicking myself for not getting more items for here. I don't even have a weapon for here anymore. At the moment. Yay. It's gonna be fun, especially if the game decides to like drop a boss on me. You just like get to fight him with the rat, like it's squeak.
The ancient sewers of Kyalisa. We can escape to the waste this way.
What shalt thou do then? My captive souls are lost.
Mara intends to destroy the little Ishkai with the Razor Feather Sura. I have allies among their old enemies, the Red Smoke clan. We can force them to aid us.
Okay. So I do kind of assume that if you pick the other guy for this quest, like you'd eventually get like a different side quest here or something. Wait, I can't get gear for the rat?
My souls return.
Yes, souls, I've missed you so. Yeah, I assume like if we get Darius, there's gonna be like some other kind of like side, like main-ish quest to get. Hey, that's fine.
This is too easy. They let us go.
Perhaps, but better this than the alternatives.
Wait, what? Oh, come on. Oh, this is sneaky. I just realized why this door is here. It's okay, like when you first come to the sewers, you have like the rat and like Fallon or whatever her name is. So they basically, I think, put this iron gate here, which has like damage immunity, so that you're kind of like forced to go find the sanctuary to like go get the where is it, like the ironclad zombie to be able to like punch through. That's like actually very clever. Like, well done them. This was really clever. I think I'm gonna go like this and go tanky. Life drain. Durability maybe? No. It was like the defense abilities. Where are those? Armor piercing as like strength. Wait, do we really not have any other endurance abilities, or did I just like get them all already? Just like go like this. Level up bone armor, level up chain prison. There we go. So I think basically the game, like the designers kind of like intended for you to go get the souls back, because it doesn't like explicitly tell you that you are able to get all the souls back from the sanctuary. Like the way it's structured, like someone might think that, oh, you know,
Mara fears what the Ishkai know, or she would not pay Sura mercenaries to annihilate the Confederacy.
Blah 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 blah.
Tribe, the Red Smoke Sura. They will aid us.
Against another Sura army? Are you mad?
Many have said so.
But anyway, just like let them talk. So yeah, because of how the like that whole cutscene is kind of like structured, like you might like feel that maybe the what do you call them, the Pentanera or whatever they're called, they take away all of your like characters for good. It's probably like it is like maybe why they've done this, so that like you get like a hint that you haven't lost all of your characters, but you just need to go to like a sanctuary to get them. Jesus Christ, just die already. Those bugs, yeah. I really wish they'd stop just like using creepy crawlies as enemies in RPGs, like the stock kind of like fodder enemies. It's like especially annoying when you consider like phobias of like insects are like some of the most like common ones in people. Like I get the point that like wait, should not have left the sewers. Excuse me. I get it. Hexapod. There's like even bigger bugs here. You're now on those. Yeah, I know. I'm like also. It's not like all insects. Like I've got like varying tolerances, but there's like a couple of like spiders and cockroaches are like the two that I like absolutely hate. Like especially roaches. I get like even like fear paralyzed. It has happened like a lot of times that like I legitimately get like frozen in place if I see one like all of a sudden. Praying mantis. I mean, they're not like very common around here. Like I have seen them, but I haven't like really like bothered, to be honest. So I wouldn't know. But like cockroaches are like very common here, and we get like the big ones, like this big. They're like I believe they're called like the American type or kind, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, like I'm talking like about like literal fear paralysis from those. Although in the last few years I kind of, you know, worked myself out to not have that reaction as much. Although I will say that it does help that if you live in a place where the homeowner takes care of the place, so you don't like last year we didn't even have any, thank God, the first year in this place. In the previous place that I had, it was such a shithole, like I've said like multiple times. There was like an actual infestation of those, so I had to pay like through the nose to like get them exterminated, and even then it literally got to the point where like when the exterminator first sprayed around the place, you actually had like tens of them coming out and running into daylight, which they normally never do, because there were like so many of them, and they've been left to kind of like multiply for as long as they did. Like I was like, I literally got in my car and left the place for like a few hours. That was like the most surreal experience in my life so far. Still like not getting any items for here though. What the fuck is up with that? Yeah, it's like one of the many reasons that like I moved out as soon as I was able to. Like literally the moment we found something within our price range, I called the other guy and told him like next week I'm giving you the keys back and I'm out of here. I think it's like I think it was like actually like the fastest I've moved out of a place ever. I think it took me like 2.5 weeks total to like up everything and move it to the new place. Like it actually got to the point I was like so much of like in a rush to get like stuff out that like, oh, the fuck? That's like big guy. It got like to the point like I was like literally like taking things out of my out of like the old place and just like throwing them in the car and just like getting them to the new place. Did like maybe like, oh my god, am I rooted? I'm rooted. Did like maybe like 10-11 trips to try and like get like all the little things, like anything that would fit in the car got in the car. Wait, corrupted. What did I just get? It's like corrupted wood something, or wooden hands. Okay, usable by wood elemental. Okay. So I guess like the items I just got were just for that. But yeah, you know, like I generally tend to repeat this a lot. But when I say shithole, that place was like a shithole. No, like there's like no two ways about it. It's not like, oh, like with some elbow grease it could be made to be like livable and stuff like that. No, it was a bad place. I was like for sure getting exploited over it, because it was like no way worth the money that this guy was asking for it. But yeah, it was like literally the cheapest I could find after having to leave the previous apartment. Because the previous apartment was owned by a realtor who insisted on raising the... God. Insisted on raising the... what you call it? The rent. Like annually instead of like biannually. Only moved houses once. That's like, in my lifetime, I've moved places at least like a dozen times. So... I'm like, at this point in time, I'm like 36 years old as of Friday. And... let's see. It's like... I'm just like gonna be like the ones that I was like from like my teens onwards. So I was like... 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 10 times. Depending on like some of them, like when I was living with my mother and she had to move out, some of them during college when things weren't working out, and like in my adult kind of like solo life, it's been like 4 different moves. Hopefully the next one's gonna be the last one. Honestly. Like if I never had to like move another place like the rest of my life, it would not be too soon. Wait, what did we just open? Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't mention it usually because, you know, I don't really like celebrate it, to be honest.
Thou shalt face me now.
I don't know. I've definitely caught crap over like saying that, but I don't see what the big deal is. I think actually someone from the Mellow Fellows said it best. Like everyone was like happy birthday, and he was like happy like escape the womb day, and I'm like, oh wait, this reminds me of like Binding of Isaac for some reason. I don't know why. Big birthday person. I mean, the missus is like a big birthday person. I don't think she could like ever imagine not celebrating her birthday, which is like fun fact. Her birthday is like 13 days before mine. So like more or less both of us are like usually celebrating it together, but like mostly for her. I don't really care about it too much. Maybe you never had any birthdays when you were a kid. I mean, I didn't either, but like not in the like I want to and not having them. It's more like a, you know, kind of like being raised as to, like being raised like a bad way of saying it. It kind of like sounds like I'm blaming my mother for like making me like this. But yeah, I never saw the point of it, honestly. Like I think like the last time I had like an actual like birthday with like, you know, celebration and stuff, I was like when I was 15. So just never really like bothered with it. Always kind of feels bad like when I tell people and they go like, oh yeah, I forgot to like wish and stuff. Like I'm like, okay, it's whatever. I really don't mind or care. Birthday is in August and I was away for beach vacations. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Mine's in like end of April, so like usually like the Easter is happening at those times. So, you know, it's also like during the holidays, like the last couple of years, my birthday kind of like happened during like the Orthodox Easter week. So, you know, you don't really like get to celebrate much of that. I think like if anything, like I'm like usually don't mention it to people because I hate the attention. Although don't get me wrong, like people that do celebrate it, that's like fine. It's like I don't know, like not for me. Although I will say I was kind of planning to like take a day off on the 29th. Like I usually do take the day off on my birthday, but I ended up kind of not being able to, unfortunately, because like my coworker at work, my coworker had like a prior engagement and she really needed to take the day off. She apologized, but I'm like, whatever. I wasn't gonna do anything anyway. I was like kind of like planning on like, you know, spending the day streaming more or less. But not a big deal, to be honest. Also, there seems to be like a puzzle here. Let's just go back to like the story stuff. Oh, I know what this is. This is one of those where we have to like, there's like a grid of 3x3 and we need to like have them all activated at the same time. Although, like normally what you'd want to do is like get the 4 corners activated so that you can like use the middle one to activate like the cross in the middle. But I guess in this case, no. However, I think I just solved it because I can do this and solve. Do. Yeah. I feel it becomes a lot simpler if you do it like this, like without having to worry about the middle one. Also, yeah, I was like, finish this area and then call it for the day. There's like a lot of needless backtracking here. That's no good.
Must I do everything myself?
Oh no. It's one of those puzzles again. You know what I just like realized? It's like do it like this. Yeah, see, I'm not actually moving fast enough to be able to do that. That was like what I was worried about. Like, you could, if you could find a way to make her move faster during that animation, you would probably get to the point where, like, you know, just like speed through. Uh-oh. Hey, Nognir, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? This looks like a more puzzle-heavy Diablo. I mean, yes and no. Like, the combat is certainly very Diablo-like, but there's, like, this whole, like, party system that they do that isn't. Like, you actually get to recruit other characters, more or less, and kind of, like, make impromptu kind of party-based combat-ish. Like, the game does, like, makes a big deal of, like, being able to swap characters on the fly and kind of, like, trying to synergize their abilities. So, yeah, it's not, like, just the puzzle-based thing. It's puzzle-based and also kind of, like, more party-based. Like, I think I mentioned this before. It kind of, like, reminds me of, like, Diablo by way of Baldur's Gate. Because there's also, like, a big kind of, like, focus on story as well. Like, you get, like, these, like, very long cutscenes and, like, branching dialogue. And, like, a lot of different side quests and puzzles and, you know, lore and stuff like that. But yeah, like, combat is like Diablo, but the rest of it kind of feels more like light version of Baldur's Gate ish. Or like, actually not Baldur's Gate, like more like Planescape, to be honest. Like the characters are like way more, you know, out there, like more more what's the word for it? Like more nuanced than, you know, the mostly stereotypical Baldur's Gate ones. Because like by virtue of how you get, like, how you recruit characters, which like basically they die and you absorb their souls to recruit them in the party, it's already like a lot more out there than what like original Baldur's Gate was, at least. So I kind of assume like at this point what I'm trying to do is like open all these doors, right? So they can just like exit through there. Like it doesn't really seem like I'm doing a lot of, you know, puzzle solving per se. It's more like finding all the switches so I can like unlock the way out, which should be here somewhere, but oh, never mind, here. But weirdly enough, like the quest kind of like leads me some other place. So maybe what I'm doing now isn't quite like, you know, solving the escape puzzle. More like just like maybe an optional area or something. Oh yeah, and it also has like a bit of Soul River in it, because like you get like this like shadow world kind of like overlaid over the real world, where like stuff is like not like immediately like accessible in the same way. I really like the ballista. You just like drop it there. Fun. Okay, I think if I keep going this way, it's probably like the exit, but... Oh god. I'm not a very big fan of like this kind of puzzle, to be honest. Because honestly the what's it called? Honestly the camera the camera and the controls don't really like work very well with it. But, it could have done worse. But your first D&D dice today. Hey, natural. No, you never roll them before. No. You don't use up the 20s like that. You save them for the session. By the way, I'm kind of like joking here. There's every player that I've every tabletop player that I've talked to has this superstition that you need to save the 20s on your D20 and not roll them outside of the session. But yeah, I'm just kidding. You'd probably hear a lot of people tell you not to roll them if you're not playing. This game looks interesting, though. It is very interesting. I'm extremely surprised by how into it I am at the moment. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. It's the hard game. I'm playing it on normal. It's okay-ish so far. There are a few things that you kind of need to get used to. The camera angle sometimes doesn't play well with the controls. But it is so far been a very decent game. I assume on higher difficulties, on higher difficulties is probably a lot more challenging if that's what you're looking for. But it probably also depends a lot on how you set up the characters, because all these characters have both talents and abilities that you get to equip and stats, so you're supposed to replicate the conditions. Again, it is a superstition. It doesn't have to make sense. Honestly, superstitions very rarely do. Okay, before I go to what I assume is the exit, I do kind of want to explore this bit. Because for a while now I've been kind of opening doors to there, but I haven't actually come back to see what's behind them. I mean, it might actually be that there's an optional treasure or something. Oh god. Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna keep saying this for forever, but I am very happy that this game turned out to be as compelling as it is. Because honestly, the only reason I put it on the list was the only other Slovakian game that I owned at the time that I was making the list, and what's it called? I only kind of expected to maybe do 2 or 3 streams on this and you know, fill the time with something else afterwards. I don't know. I actually liked it enough that I'm like considering maybe like delaying the Australian games that I should have been starting on Tuesday until I finish this. Like, I don't know like how far to the end I am. That's the major problem here. Like I'm not actually sure if I'm at like the 50% mark or the 70% mark, or like even just like another like 20 hours into this game. Ooh. Bow. Yes. Okay. Yes. That's like a good one too. Poison, slow, slay. It's pretty good. And you know what would go great with it? Was that attack speed? Haha. Yay. I'm like a bit expensive, but eh. You know. Let's see. It's like better down. Oh, damn it. Actually, now I need to like find some enemies to test this on. But yeah, like bottom line, if you'd be interested in playing a story-focused action RPG with like a few interesting like what's it called, like genre subversions, then you could like do way worse than this, or like even better. I don't think like you could do much better than this. Also, like, geez, I've like actually been selling this very hard every stream that I've done. Maybe I should like send these guys an email and like get them to like, you know, sponsor it or something. in all 6 viewers. Wait, how many enemies are there? Oh my god. Okay, this door is closed. God damn it. Rooted. I mean, not that it matters, I killed everything. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna have to not finish this today, by the looks of it. Because we are getting to the point where I need to go get some rest. Yay. I mean, don't blame me. Blame work tomorrow. And me having to just like wake up at like 6:30, I think. So yeah, like midnight-ish is like the cutoff for stopping the stream. in the interest of me getting some shut-eye at the very minimum. Wait. I need to come this way. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this map too much. Like, I think this is like the first one in like almost 20 hours that asks you to do as much backtracking as it does. Or at least the way you navigate it makes it seem like more annoying. What the? Didn't I? Oh, I didn't pick that one up. Well, never mind. I'm not heading back. There's probably like a shortcut at the end of this to allow you to go back to like the entrance, I guess. I hope. Wait. Oh no, this is not the right way. Damn it. I think I'm actually meant to come this way. Like so. Okay. Someone's looking for me. Hold on. Yep. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, I've done this. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think this is a good point to end the stream. So yeah, I'll just like pick this up tomorrow, to be honest. So let me just, like, hi. Oh, here's like getting a bit warm in here as well. So yeah, let me just like see who's live at the moment. And why did Twitch go to light mode theme? Jesus Christ. Okay, we can just like go say hi to Techno. He's doing the Pathfinder sequel. Yay. So it's like time for me to call it for today. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Hope you had fun. Let's go say hi to Techno, and I'll probably be on tomorrow with yeah, more of this actually. Until then, have a lovely rest of the evening, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.